Hi. Airbag. A Day at the Beach, released on the 19th of June 2020. I don't know whether you've noticed, but I haven't been around for a couple of weeks. The reason for that is pretty simple, and that is I haven't actually found any albums that really took my fancy. There's been a few albums that have been put back because of the coronavirus, which seems a bit of a shame considering a lot of us have more time to actually listen to them. I don't think it's going to affect any tour about bringing the album out at the same time. In fact, I think it'd be an improvement to be able to listen to the album 6 months before the tour would be a bonus. So I don't know really why they're putting it back. Airbag. Thank goodness this album's come out. Been waiting for this one and I love it. It's been 4 years since their last album, and finally this is their 5th album to be released. 6 songs that were recorded at the end of last year. This is a Norwegian band. They'll return as a trio, so they've lost a couple of members, the last one being the bassist Anders Hovden. And the band's lineup for this album, as I said, is a trio, but they have somebody in to take part as a guest from the band Wobbler, and his name is Christian Hultgren. The 3 members are Henrik Fossum, Isle Tostrup, and Bjorn Rees, the guitarist and keyboard player. Now, Bjorn Rees did bring out his own album last year, and that's ended up on a list of mine. I've been trying to put a list of my top 10 for 2019 together. So far I've managed to get my favourite top 10 down to 15, and his solo album is in fact in that list of 15. We'll see if it makes it to the top 10. This is a progressive rock mixed with sounds from the 80s. The original lineup actually met at school in 1994. It took 10 years before they really became a serious band. They'd had a few lineup changes by the time they got round to sort of actually putting anything out. They recorded 2 EPs, and they were available on their website to download for free. They managed to put together about 10,000 people. They found themselves as a fan base, which was incredible, before they were signed to a record label which was Charisma. That isn't the Genesis Charisma record label, the famous Mad Hatter logo. This is Charisma spelt with a K. They then took those 2 EPs off the free downloads, and the songs, or most of them, appeared on their first album called Identity. So as I say, this is a progressive rock mixed with sounds from the 80s, and although I said it has 6 songs, maybe I didn't say it has 6 songs, they do seem to rather link up. It's a bit like, rather than buying a new book, it's a bit like reading the same book but with different chapters. So they are similar, the songs, but they have enough differences that they can get away with it. The sounds are very much cinematic, with a bit of a later feel of Pink Floyd, sort of after the wall type sound. If you like Pink Floyd, I'm guessing that you might like this. The album was really what I needed right now. Like I said, there's been not a lot coming out that's particularly grabbed my fancy. You will notice, as I said, I haven't reviewed for a few weeks. Apart from Wycombe Wanderers, I will again be doing a Wycombe Wanderers one. They are in the semi-finals of the Division 1 playoffs, and that's coming up in a few days' time. Hopefully we'll be doing a review saying how great we played, and knocking 5 past Fleetwood was terrific. Lyrically, this album, A Day at the Beach, is a story. I'm going to have to read this bit so I don't get it wrong. Is a story told by a husband, father and brother leaving his family behind and setting off into an unknown future. It's the contrast between the desperate individual struggling to survive and people in power observing at a safe distance. Good luck in sort of digging that story out of the album. Haven't quite done so in some of the songs yet. Haven't really had that much time to listen to it, but I'm loving it the more and more I do. You'll find this album on Spotify, you will find this album on YouTube Music, and you will also find this album on Bandcamp, where you can pay to download it, or obviously from their own website to buy the CD. Have a good time, and like I say, I hope to be seeing you soon with congratulating Wycombe Wanderers.